Yeah, she drives good.
Look at that quarter pound lower.
This car's smoking.
When Fast and Loud first appeared on the Discovery Channel in 2012, it wasn't just another reality show. It was a fresh and exciting mix of fast cars, bold personalities, and high-stakes drama that instantly grabbed the attention of millions of viewers. At the center of it all was Richard Rawlings, the energetic founder of Gas Monkey Garage. His sharp wit, salesman's charm, and love for cars made him the perfect TV personality. Each episode featured Richard and his team finding old, broken-down cars, negotiating tough deals, and then racing against time to transform them into stunning hot rods. What made the show truly addictive was not only the car builds but also the energy and personalities involved. Richard was flashy, confident, and always hustling, while his lead mechanic, Aaron Kaufman, was calm, skilled, and deeply passionate about craftsmanship. Together, they formed the heart of the show, giving fans both drama and creativity. As the seasons went by, Richard Rawlings went from being a car lover in Dallas to becoming a global TV star. Gas Monkey Garage was no longer just a small shop. It had become a brand recognized all over the world. Richard Rawlings quickly learned how to turn his TV fame into a full business empire. Gas Monkey wasn't only about cars anymore. It expanded into merchandise, energy drinks, restaurants, and even live events. By 2014, his popularity caught the attention of Dodge, one of America's biggest car companies. Rawlings was chosen to represent Dodge in commercials, where he promoted powerful cars like the Hellcat by doing burnouts, donuts, and showing off his larger-than-life personality. At first, this partnership was a huge success. Fans loved seeing Richard in ads because he was authentic. He genuinely loved muscle cars and lived the lifestyle he was promoting. But as time went on, some people began to feel that Rawlings was everywhere. Between TV shows, commercials, restaurants, and new business ventures, his image started to feel overexposed. Instead of being seen as a hands-on builder and car lover, some fans thought he was turning into more of a businessman and corporate spokesman. While that helped him grow financially, it also caused certain viewers to lose interest in the show. The Dodge deal eventually ended quietly, but it marked an important stage in Richard's career, showing how far he had moved from just being a garage owner to becoming a national celebrity. While Richard Rawlings was the loud and charismatic face of Fast and Loud, his partner, Aaron Kaufman, was the calm and focused genius behind many of the shop's best builds. Aaron had been working on cars since he was young, and his skill set was unmatched. Fans admired the way he could take a rusty, forgotten car and transform it into a stunning custom build. What made him so popular was not just his talent but also his attitude. He was quiet, humble, and serious about doing things the right way. This made him the perfect balance to Richard's flashy, high-energy personality. But as the show grew, so did the pressure. The builds became bigger, the deadlines became shorter, and the demands of reality TV started to clash with Aaron's passion for quality and creativity. Unlike Richard, who loved the spotlight, Aaron seemed uncomfortable with fame. Over time, fans noticed that he looked stressed and less enthusiastic. By 2017, he finally made the decision to leave the show, shocking many loyal viewers. His departure highlighted the growing differences in vision between him and Richard. Aaron wanted freedom to build at his own pace, while Richard was focused on fast profits and entertainment. Even before Aaron Kaufman's exit, there were signs that Richard Rawlings was thinking about moving beyond Fast and Loud. In 2016, he pitched a new show to Discovery Channel called Garage Rehab. The concept was different but still related to cars. Instead of flipping old vehicles, Richard traveled to struggling auto shops around the country and helped them get back on their feet. It was similar to Bar Rescue but for mechanics. He worked alongside Chris Stevens and Russell Holmes to transform these garages into successful businesses. The idea was well received, but it also raised questions. Was Richard simply expanding his empire, or was he preparing to step away from Fast and Loud? Many fans believed that by this time, Richard was already getting tired of the constant grind and drama at Gas Monkey Garage. Garage Rehab gave him a chance to show a more serious side of his personality while still maintaining his trademark energy and humor. At the same time, it was clear that the chemistry of Fast and Loud had changed without Aaron Kaufman. The magic that made the show special in its early years was slowly fading, and audiences could feel it. For nearly 8 years, Fast and Loud remained one of Discovery Channel's most popular shows. But in 2020, it suddenly came to an end after 16 seasons. Fans were left confused because there was no big farewell episode or official closure. Later, Richard Rawlings explained the truth in interviews. He revealed that he was the one who chose to leave Discovery, not the other way around. He said the contract with the network was too restrictive and that he had no control over his own brand. For example, he mentioned that he couldn't even post photos of cars he bought unless Discovery approved it. Richard didn't want to continue under those rules. Instead, he wanted the freedom to control his media, projects, and business ventures. While some fans believe the show had simply run its course, Others think Richard wanted to focus more on his growing empire outside of television. Discovery itself was shifting attention to other shows like Street Outlaws and Diesel Bros. In the end, the decision marked a new chapter for Rawlings, one where he was no longer tied to a single network but could move forward on his own terms. Beyond the cars and the TV fame, Richard Rawlings' personal life also attracted attention. Known for his flashy style and love for parties, Richard lived a lifestyle that many admired but also criticized. His on-off relationship with Suzanne Marie Merrill made headlines, especially when they remarried in 2015 after already having divorced once before. At first, it seemed like a romantic second chance. But the marriage ended again in 2019. This time, the separation appeared final. Around the same period, Richard was often seen traveling, attending glamorous events, and sharing glimpses of a luxurious lifestyle on social media. While some fans loved his success story, others felt he had drifted too far from the hardworking garage owner they first admired. The same man who once hustled nonstop at Gas Monkey Garage was now living more like a celebrity than a mechanic. Still, his personality and brand kept him in the spotlight, even if his role in car culture had shifted from builder to businessman. One of Richard Rawlings' boldest decisions after Fast and Loud was licensing the Gas Monkey brand. By 2019, Gas Monkey wasn't just a garage, it was a global lifestyle name. Richard allowed other businesses to use the Gas Monkey logo for products like beer, tequila, car parts, and more. From a business point of view, this was a genius strategy. It allowed him to expand his empire without having to run every part of it himself. Fans could buy Gas Monkey merchandise in stores, enjoy drinks with the name, or see the logo at events around the world. But some longtime fans criticized the move, saying it shifted focus away from cars and toward making money. They argued that the brand was becoming more about marketing than mechanics. Richard, however, defended his decision by saying he had worked hard to build Gas Monkey, and that licensing gave him freedom to grow in new directions. Whether fans saw it as smart or as selling out, it proved that Richard was not just a car guy, he was a businessman with a vision. Even though Fast and Loud is no longer on TV, Richard Rawlings' story is far from over. He remains one of the most recognizable names in the custom car world. His empire continues through Gas Monkey licensing, restaurants, merchandise, and other ventures. Love him or criticize him, there's no denying that Richard changed car culture for a new generation. He made flipping cars exciting, brought gearhead life to mainstream TV, and turned his garage into a household name. At the same time, his journey also shows the challenges of fame, overexposure, and balancing passion with business. From humble beginnings in Dallas to global recognition, Rawlings' path has been filled with big wins, personal struggles, and bold risks. Whether he is remembered more as a hustler, a businessman, or a car lover, Richard Rawlings will always be the face of Fast and Loud. His story proves that success in entertainment is not just about talent, but also about timing, branding, and knowing when to move on. When Fast and Loud ended in 2020, many people thought Richard Rawlings would fade from the spotlight. After all, most reality TV stars lose relevance once their shows end. But Richard was too sharp of a businessman to let that happen. Instead of depending on television networks, he began focusing on building his own digital empire. Social media platforms like YouTube, Instagram, and Facebook became his stage. Through these channels, Richard could reach fans directly without restrictions from a TV network. He began uploading behind-the-scenes garage content, car tours, interviews, and even personal vlogs. Fans who missed the Gas Monkey style of entertainment found new ways to stay connected. This shift also gave Richard complete control. He could decide what to post, when to post it, and how to monetize it. YouTube in particular gave him a steady stream of income through ads and sponsorships. It also helped him connect with a younger audience that may not have grown up watching Fast and Loud on cable, while the numbers might not match the millions who watched him on Discovery Channel. This independence allowed him to stay relevant and keep the Gas Monkey name alive. Of course, Richard Rawlings' career hasn't been free of criticism. Throughout his time on Fast and Loud, and even after, some fans and former employees accused him of being more focused on money than passion for cars. The departure of Aaron Kaufman fueled this belief, as many viewers felt Aaron represented true craftsmanship while Richard represented profit. On top of that, his flashy lifestyle, luxury cars, parties, designer clothes sometimes clashed with the working man's garage image that first made fans love him. There were also small controversies with businesses under the Gas Monkey name. For example, some fans complained about the quality of certain merchandise or the sudden closing of Gas Monkey restaurants. Others felt that the licensing deals made the brand feel watered down, like it was being sold everywhere without keeping its authenticity. Richard, however, has always responded with confidence. He insists that he worked hard to build his empire and has every right to enjoy the rewards. He often reminds critics that Gas Monkeys started from scratch. and without his business drive, it never would have grown beyond a small Dallas garage. While opinions remain divided, controversy has only kept his name in the headlines, something Rawlings understands very well. One thing that sets Richard Rawlings apart from other TV car personalities is his strong business sense. While many mechanics focus only on the craft, Richard always had a bigger vision. From the start, he understood that Fast and Loud was more than just a show about cars. It was about storytelling, branding, and entertainment. He used TV exposure to push Gas Monkey merchandise, which became a huge part of his income. Shirts, hats, posters, and car accessories with the famous monkey logo sold worldwide. Then came expansions into restaurants, bars, and alcohol products, each carrying the Gas Monkey name. Richard even admitted in interviews that he studied other entertainment moguls to learn how to turn a personal brand into a long-lasting business. His strategy was clear. Don't just sell cars, sell a lifestyle. While not every venture was a success, some restaurants closed, and not all licensed products became popular, the overall result was impressive. Richard turned a simple garage into a global empire. For aspiring entrepreneurs, his story is a lesson in using media attention wisely, seizing opportunities quickly, and never being afraid to take risks. Now that years have passed since the end of Fast and Loud, fans often look back and debate its place in car culture. Was it just a flashy reality show, or did it truly influence how people see classic cars? The truth is, it did both. Before Fast and Loud, custom car shows were mostly niche programs watched by hardcore enthusiasts. But Richard Rawlings made car restoration mainstream entertainment. He brought humor, drama, and personality to a genre that could have easily been technical and dry. His ability to negotiate deals, tell stories, and create excitement around every build gave the show a unique energy. Millions of viewers who might not have cared about cars before became fans of hot rods and muscle cars because of Gas Monkey. Even today, people still visit the Dallas garage as a tourist destination, hoping to catch a glimpse of Richard or the team. The show may be over, but its impact remains strong. It inspired other reality shows, helped revive interest in classic cars, and turned Richard Rawlings into a household name. Whether people love him or criticize him, they cannot deny his role in shaping modern car entertainment. As of today, Richard Rawlings continues to live life on his own terms. He remains active with Gas Monkey, keeps experimenting with new ventures, and shares much of his lifestyle online. He's also hinted at possible future projects, including more digital content and maybe even another TV appearance if the right deal comes along. What's different now is that he holds full control of his brand. He no longer has to answer to network executives or adjust his vision for television producers. This freedom allows him to focus on what excites him most at any given time, whether that's building cars, expanding his merchandise, or simply enjoying the rewards of his hard work. He represents the idea that passion and business can work together if managed wisely. While some fans wish he would go back to the simpler days of wrenching in the garage, others respect the fact that he built something bigger than himself. Richard Rawlings, today, is more than just a mechanic or TV star. He's an entrepreneur who turned his love of cars into a lasting empire. When Fast and Loud first appeared on the Discovery Channel in 2012, it wasn't just another reality show. It was a fresh and exciting mix of fast cars, bold personalities, and high-stakes drama that instantly grabbed the attention of millions of viewers. At the center of it all was Richard Rawlings, the energetic founder of Gas Monkey Garage. His sharp wit, salesman's charm, and love for cars made him the perfect TV personality. Each episode featured Richard and his team finding old, broken-down cars, negotiating tough deals, and then racing against time to transform them into stunning hot rods. What made the show truly addictive was not only the car builds but also the energy and personalities involved. Richard was flashy, confident, and always hustling, while his lead mechanic, Aaron Kaufman, was calm, skilled, and deeply passionate about craftsmanship. Together, they formed the heart of the show, giving fans both drama and creativity. As the seasons went by, Richard Rawlings went from being a car lover in Dallas to becoming a global TV star. Gas Monkey Garage was no longer just a small shop. It had become a brand recognized all over the world. Richard Rawlings quickly learned how to turn his TV fame into a full business empire. Gas Monkey wasn't only about cars anymore. It expanded into merchandise, energy drinks, restaurants, and even live events. By 2014, his popularity caught the attention of Dodge, one of America's biggest car companies. Rawlings was chosen to represent Dodge in commercials, where he promoted powerful cars like the Hellcat by doing burnouts, donuts, and showing off his larger-than-life personality. At first, this partnership was a huge success. Fans loved seeing Richard in ads because he was authentic. He genuinely loved muscle cars and lived the lifestyle he was promoting. But as time went on, some people began to feel that Rawlings was everywhere.